What good is sitting alone in your room?
Hi, welcome back to Rob's Feed Today. This is episode number 39. I'm Rob Schendel, and life is a cabaret. I want to tell you about my first time. My very first time. Actually, my very first time to see a live stage theatrical production. A live theatrical production on the stage. I was 6 years old. First grade. Touring company of musicals in town, and my father took me out of class one Wednesday afternoon, and off we went to see it. And I've been seeing them ever since. Most of the musicals that I saw as a child and up to my growing up ages were pretty well stories about romance, probably. And as an adult, I got to like more the musicals that were based in reality and some fact on the human condition. For that reason, my absolute favorite is Miss Saigon. Haven't seen it? See it when you can. It shows the human condition at a time during the Vietnam struggle, and it's got a dark ending, and it's just realistic. It makes you, again, the human condition I keep referring to, keep talking about. Second to that was the later version of Kander and Ebb's Cabaret. Dark, gritty. Now that's different than the movie Cabaret. I think everybody's seen that. And that's an exceptional piece, but first off, anything on the stage is much more to my liking. But I tonight, as I told you last night, I was going to go see Cabaret tonight, and I did. What an experience. A real theatrical triumph. When I first walked into the theater, it was a big, large, black painted walls room with flexible seating. In other words, seatings that can be arranged. I thought it was going to be like a nightclub with tabletop cocktail tables all over the place. Although there were some that was not, I was wrong about that. And I found out afterwards that that's because of fire codes and blocking the exits and all this other 21st century garbage that we put up with. And a thrust stage. And so I found myself a nice seat, the first row, although there were only 3 rows all around that stage. And listened to the band play. Great little band. And then the house lights darkened, the stage lights darkened, and the prelude, the intro music starts to play, the lights come up, and there's the master of ceremonies. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Except this time, the master of ceremonies was a young woman. I've never seen that before. And I wasn't very pleased about that. I thought this was going to be something like Broadway backwards. It's just not going to be a serious presentation. It's just going to be men in drag and women in pants and what. I was confused, but I was quickly made happy with it. It was not bad at all. It was a wonderful production. They changed it in many ways. They added characters, and they probably took some out. The music was pretty well intact. I guess there was 1 or 2 songs that were not there, but I can't tell you off the top of my head. But what a wonderful experience it really was, and I now feel drained. I thought I'd come home and listen. Well, actually, I had my iPod with me to listen to the album, but it would be different, and I wanted to really keep this production in mind, because it was just that good. I mentioned that it was darker stanker. It was grittier. It was more erotic. And it was sad. It really makes you think. Man's inhumanity to man. In fact, if I can call this right up right now, I just posted on Facebook this message. Just returned from seeing Cabaret at the Storefront Theater, 66 East Randolph Street, presented by the Hippocrates Theater Company. Hope I pronounced that right. Directed by Matt Hawkins and featuring a stellar cast. It was the most gritty, dark, and I suspect the most realistic version of that play I have ever seen. Not all musicals have happy endings, and this production will leave you emotionally drained because of man's inhumanity to man. Please don't miss it. The advertising say it's set in Berlin, 1931, just prior to Nazi rule. The show highlights the impact of global conflicts on the lives of everyday people. The theater company performs a more intimate staging of the production. Well, they did more than that. Yes, it's more intimate, but you didn't lose out on any of the spectacle. But they changed some situations. And without, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's about to see it, but it does end. You're shaken by the end of it. Let me say this. You know that in the end of the later production, which they call the Mendez production, because the director of the last production on Broadway, the Master of Ceremonies opens up his overcoat, displaying a concentration camp uniform in the pink triangle for the homosexuals. That's a happy ending compared to the one we saw tonight. After tonight's performance, the director, Matt Hawkins, and several of the cast, I think most of the cast, sat around for a discussion with the audience, and they discussed the changes that were made, how they made some decisions and stuff, and they were all great people. But I just cannot get over this production. Such a smart adaptation. If you can possibly get to Chicago to see it, please do. It'll be playing there till the 23rd of May. And you know what? I'm going to go back. I fully intend to go back and see it one more time. That being said, thanks for watching. Thanks for downloading. Thank you again. And that's all I'm going to say.